Nous disons de belles paroles.
Think that the population is about 400 million.
Ecowas lawmakers have thrown their weight behind sanctions against member states that fail to implement regional trade protocols, arguing that stronger enforcement is key to unlocking West Africa's economic potential. Speaking at a parliamentary meeting in Cotonou, Republic of Benin, Nigerian lawmaker Hon. Bashiru Dawodu said countries must stop working in silos and fully embrace agreements that promote the free movement of people, goods, and services. He added that integrating MSMEs into the formal economy would boost financing, trade, and job creation.
It's extremely important to integrate the small and medium businesses into the value chain. As you are aware, in Ecowas countries, most of our people are into small and medium scale businesses. We think we're about 90% of the folks are in the informal sector. So you find that most of our folks that are trading are not integrated into the formal sector, so it's difficult to capture that. So the whole essence of this particular meeting is to strengthen the involvement, so there is better integration of goods and services, as well as giving adequate financing to small-scale businesses and improving the infrastructure. That's what we're here for this time. You're right, actually there's a protocol which is supposed to encourage that. And the challenge as usual is that you have laws that are on paper, but you also find that they're not implemented. Is one of the goals of this particular meeting. That has to, when you look at the ECOWAS heads of authorities, and the way it works is that you have the protocols, and it is expected that the protocols are going to be implemented in their countries. For example, it says that there has to be easy movement of goods and services, but if you're trying to move around, it's still a lot of checkpoints. So this is an area that is going to be, to answer your question, a lot of effort between the parliamentarians in ECOWAS relating to the parliamentarians in member countries, and then the heads of those countries to make this work. And I think one can be optimistic. There was a time you couldn't even move around West Africa at all, that you would need visa for every country. But now that's not the case, but we're just saying that it could be better than what we're seeing now. Yes, I buy into this idea because they say we're about 400 million people in the West African region, and generating billions of dollars, but our challenge is that we're not integrated. We're all in silos. So, and we have the laws, like you said earlier on, and sometimes, it's not a la carte. People have to be pressured to do the right thing. If the countries know that there will be sanctions, I think they will do better than what they are doing now. Yes, I'm in support of that idea.
Liberia's Hunter Wongbe also called for a parliamentary inspection of border crossings to expose persistent roadblocks and delays that continue to drive up the cost of trade across the region.
So one of the things that we talked about today was the fact that free movement of people and goods and services. Unfortunately, after all of these years, we're still experiencing the same challenges. I shared my experience as a young child moving from Nimba, from Liberia, through these borders, coming right here in Benin, and even buying goods at the Grand March market. During those periods, we spent sometimes weeks, days on the road. And now, our mothers are still experiencing the same thing. So one of the things I've been pushing, even last year I pushed this, so that we can be able to form a committee to experience the same thing the people are experiencing. When we experience it, then we can go and pressure our governments to be able to remove some of those roadblocks on the road. We're experiencing these things. I go to Sierra Leone, the same thing. You go from Liberia to Ghana, on the road, the same thing. And that puts goods and services to be very expensive in these different countries. So that is my push against, let's work with our government to push this thing.